Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Dream Weddings UK. I'm Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets and connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dreams. And we're going to do a new project today. We're going to be doing a heart. I might call it a love heart wedding bouquet, all right? But I haven't, it's early stages of design again, so I might put this in early thoughts and ideas playlist. So welcome to all those new subscribers. It's lovely to have you aboard, and thanks for all your lovely comments. I've had some lovely comments on the reveal video where I revealed some of my completed projects. So yeah, thank you. I'd just like to say thanks for all your support so far. So this is a prototype of the bouquet we're going to make. So what I've done here is worked out if it works or not. This is very similar to the shaker we did, and I'm going to do, basically what I've done here is I've drawn my heart out, and I've cut some card, and I've basically drawn two hearts, and I've stuck some craft foam and cardboard together, okay, just to make it stiffer. And what I'm planning on doing, putting some acetate behind that, and double-siding that and sticking it with double-sided, okay. And behind this you can write on this piece of card anything you want, or you can put a little photo in there. And what I thought we'd do, so I'm hoping you can visualize this, if not it's okay, we're going to build it up gradually, is we're going to have a round, it's not going to have a frame, but we're just going to have a round piece of cardboard as our base, okay, because I thought it would look like a love heart then. That's my idea. So first of all, so you can see what we're going to be doing, I'm going to actually start making this from scratch, because I know I don't often show you things from scratch, okay. So I've got a thick piece of cardboard and a thin piece, okay. The thick piece is for my base, the base of my bouquet, which is the back. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit, this cardboard is a little bit, let me just say, actually we could actually do this. If we bring that down there, we'll lose this piece, which is cool. So I'm going to come down here so that we don't get a lot of that cracking up there. We'll do that. I'm using this circle as a template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around this template. Sometimes what I would do is I will freehand the back of my bouquet. I was going to do it as a heart, but I've decided to do it as a circle. But you can do pretty much any shape you want. And actually, I think this will be okay. If it's not, I'll just cut another piece out after the video, okay. But I think that'll be alright, because once we put all our materials on, it'll be fine. And we want the same circle for our, ignore this, this is something else that was on here. Actually, we'll turn that over so it doesn't distract you. So then what we want to do is use another piece, and I'm going to bring it down here so I can save a bit of this cardboard. And I'm going to draw around this. So we've got two circles, exactly the same size. So we're creating, so if you're a bride looking for something a bit different and you're quite creative, you might enjoy this, because we're creating our wedding bouquet from absolute scratch. So this is actually our bouquet holder, okay. You will have seen this a few times if you're an old subscriber, if you've been on here for a little while. We always do this technique for most of my bouquets. And so I'm just going to cut this out. The reason we have a thick piece and a thin piece of card is so we can put our handle in the middle, and that thick piece will support the handle, okay, the bouquet actual handle that you hold on to. Okay, so that is, and this is 300 GSM by the way, but you can use what you like, but this is a lot stronger, or you can just use a cereal box or something. But what I thought was, I really wanted a white piece, so that when you come to this bit, so this will be the bit where you'll put your writing on, or your photo, okay. And I thought if it's white, it will be a lot easier to do for the video. But you can use brown piece and then just cover it with some pattern paper or something like that. So right, so then what I'm going to do is cut the other piece out. I'm hoping this will be alright, because once we get all our craft foam and everything and our ribbon all on here, this so I'm just cutting out the circle I've just drawn. This should stay together, okay, but if I have problems with this once I've come off the video, I might change the cardboard. But you need a fairly thick piece of cardboard, because what you want to do is put your handle through the thickness of the cardboard onto the thin piece, and I'll show you that when we're actually constructing this bouquet. Okay, and what I thought we would do, and I haven't even showed you what sort of materials we're going to use for this, but this is the early stages, but I'm thinking of, I know it's a bit boring and I'm sorry, I know you lot have seen this done before, but really I thought we'd go back to the craft foam idea, because I think this really works well. I think this works well for this project, but we might put some material or something different on the back, so we'll see. So this is the front of your bouquet and this is the back, okay, so this is going to be part of this mechanism or this frame, okay. So now I know how this, I can, as I build this up, I start to see how I'm going to do this, because you need to put this in the right order before you glue it down, okay. So if this was an ordinary bouquet, we would just glue this onto the back onto the front. But first of all, before we do actually glue any of this together, what we need to do is mark out where our handle needs to be on this back piece. So I'm just showing you in order how this works, in case you decide you want to make this. Okay, because some of these bits I've actually skipped before, and I think if you're going to actually make it, it's good to know how you're going to do it. So I don't normally mark the middle of my circle, I normally just guess, and to be honest with you, once you've decorated it, it really doesn't matter if it's in the middle or not. So I might do a cross like this. I say I might do, most of the time I don't even do that. What I do is, let me just show you what I normally do. I do it the way I normally do it. You can pick a different way if you want. I will take my bouquet handle. So what you need is a tube from a foil box, and I will just plonk it where I think is the middle, okay, with the flat piece facing down, and I will draw around that tube. Foil box tube is much better because it's more sturdy than a toilet roll or something. That is not gonna bend, okay, it's not gonna bend. Right, okay, so then what I do is I place a cross in the middle of my, well, near the middle of my circle, so that I can cut my circle out, and then I cut that out with a knife. Okay, I could show you how I do that. Shall I show you how I do that? Where are we? We're at 1 o'clock, so I can just quickly show you how I cut this circle out, and then what I'll do is I'll be back to show you the next part. So I use a knife, but what I do is I just put a hole in this part so that it can start me off, and then what I do is sometimes, depending on, no, actually that's quite thick, what I'll do is I'll take one of my this box is terrible for storing these knives. They keep falling out. It's really terrible the way this is all put. So I'm just going to leave that over there for now. I don't want to cut myself. So you need to have, I have a small ruler somewhere that I use for this purpose, which I can't find. Where's the small ruler that I have? But really what you need to have, I use this end because I don't use this, is a steel ruler or something flat, straight to lean against, okay? And what I do is I just, where I put the cross, I use that as a guideline, and I just go across with my knife, or you can do this with your scissors. Okay, and just try and fill the board underneath, or you might be using a piece of cardboard or something. Okay, so make sure that's come all the way through. Don't really, it's best not to use a plastic ruler because you end up cutting the ruler if your knife is really sharp. All right, so that's my warning to you. Just use an old, if you're going to use a plastic ruler, use the bit you don't measure against, or use an old one that doesn't matter, because you just want this as a guideline. So I'm just going to just cut that through like that. Okay, and then you've got this. See, you'll cross your this should go all the way through. Make sure that when you turn that over, you can see that it's cut all the way through there. Okay, like that. Make sure that's cut all the way through, so your knife goes all the way through. Okay, and then just do your, just cut these out like a quarter. So basically cut round your circle, okay, like this. Just do it a bit at a time, and then just keep going around there like that. Okay, and then that should pop out. That should pop out like that. Okay, and you just do that with every quarter of your circle. Okay, all the way round. Okay, right, so that like that. Push that out. So it's better to do it in parts, I think, especially if you're not used to using a knife. Okay, and cut away from the bit that you've just cut. I think that's easier to do it that way. You might find a better way of doing this. I don't know, you might do. Okay, so just keep cutting that round, and that will gradually come out there. If it's not quite gone, you could turn it over and you'll see if it's gone far enough through, you'll see the indentation, the indent on the back, and you can just basically just do from the other side as well. If that's not quite gone through, but that's gone. There we are, like that. Okay, so that's your circle, and let me just show you what the next step is. The next step will be to work out which way, how you want your back to go, and I'm going to turn it around so it kind of gives the illusion that it's in the middle. So what I do is the nearest that is to the top, I'll have that handle. So then what you're going to be doing is just putting your handle into the middle of the back of your bouquet like that. Okay, that's what you'll be doing, and that holds it in. So if you put the glue on the edges and on the bottom, and you have the flat end down, you've got this flat piece of cardboard to hold that in, and it holds it in better because you might have craft foam or material on the back, and that thickness will hold that in better. So I'm not going to construct that yet, but that's just like the early stages of our design process. Okay, just in case you didn't know how to start these bouquets, this is how you start doing them. Okay then, so I'll see you in the next one, yeah, have a nice week. Okay then, bye now. Oh, don't forget to, I always forget to say this, but please don't forget to like if you like this video, and you can subscribe for more, and yeah, maybe put a comment below, let me know what you think about the early stages of this project. Okay then, bye bye now.